Hello, Wings fans, and welcome to a new video segment we're going to be doing here over the course of this brand new season. An alumni spotlight series is coming your way, where we're going to be sitting down with different alumni for each and every game as the season goes on. And of course, you probably have seen us on television. I'm Brian Smith, and Scott Gabrielson is our color analyst for the Wings television broadcasts. Starting next episode, Scott's going to take these over, but he's our first interview subject, so we're going to put him on the spot here to start this series off for you. Scott, I know Wings fans obviously are very familiar with you. I know a lot of folks have no doubt seen you on television over the years, but maybe don't know your full background. Let's start with that. Give us your quick, 50-cent bio of your Wings career.
Wow. 50-cent bio, I guess the one thing that I'm very proud of is that I can say that I played for the Philadelphia Wings for 10 years. Went to college at the University of Vermont, little known lacrosse player at the time, although I wasn't All-American. I got invited to come and try out for the Wings as a free agent in 1988 and, had the opportunity to try out and make the team. And, I was a midfielder in college and played offense and defense and faced off, kind of did it all. For me, if the object of the game was to get the ball and jam it in the net, why not start with a face-off and do that? So it was before the days of, face-off, get off. And I tried out for the Wings in 1988, made the team, was really fortunate to win a championship in 1989, my first year, my rookie year. And really the rest is history. Just created, started a role of winning in Philadelphia was really special.
So I guess take us back to what the pro world was like in 1987, late 80s. Today we've got some professional outdoor lacrosse obviously taking off. NLL is expanding each and every year, it seems. But back then it was a little bit of a different world. Like, when you came out of college, had you played box lacrosse before? What did you know about it? What was the adjustment like? I guess take us through that start to your professional career.
No, I had never played box lacrosse before in my life. When I first came out and stepped on the field, first practice, everything you're taught to do outdoors, what you're taught not to do outdoors, you can do indoors. So first practice, the guy's grabbing my stick, he's grabbing my gloves, he's cross-checking me in the back when I don't have the ball. There were moving picks back then where you could just clean the crease out with the guy just standing there. So it was a heck of a transition at first, but as a midfielder that played defense, it was, the game was perfect for me. I was kind of told back in the day, I was like a golden retriever, throw the ball and I'm going to go get it. And that was my role as a rookie. And, kind of the way that I looked at it in the game, I was a ground ball guy and a glue guy. And the game suited me perfect just for cross checks and, D'ing up guys. I loved it. It's great.
So you obviously settle in and, a very long career with the Wings. You're in the history books, I believe, is the first player to play 100 games for the franchise.
Yeah. So although it took me 10 years to, get that record, I was recognized as the first professional lacrosse player to ever play in 100 games. I was the Iron Man, of the league for years. Never missed a game. It was broken, by Kevin Finner and eventually after, his run. And now guys, with 18 games in the schedule, they're cranking out 100 games easily, but I'm very proud of that. Had a great run, kept myself in shape. Back then, I looked at us, we were the pioneers of professional indoor lacrosse. And I think it was really special. We kind of put the game on the map. Unfortunately, we were not, highly paid. It was kind of a glorified hobby, back then. But, other than our paycheck, we were, very, very, we were taken care of like a professional athlete, playing the Spectrum back in my days. And, then eventually the Wells Fargo Center and winning championships there. And it was, really special.
Back in the 90s, that was the heyday for some of these sports that still played in the Spectrum even after the Wells Fargo Center opened. And the Wings, the Philadelphia Phantoms, constantly were even selling out that building. I mean, what was it like playing in front of that atmosphere back then, when it's just a packed house of 17,000, and it's going nuts the whole day?
It was such a great experience, and playing in the Spectrum. And back then, we won championships. I mean, we were winning. And when, Philadelphia loves winners and loves champions, and playing in the Spectrum in front of 16, 17,000 fans every game was something incredibly special, and something that we're hoping that we get back to with the Wings. We have a very educated fan base in regards to our fans. They know it. They know what it takes. And, I had the privilege of playing or winning multiple championships in Philadelphia. And, our fans are knowledgeable of it. They're so loyal. I mean, it's the loyal, loud, and proud. We got to love our fans out there. Thank you. I mean, there's fans in the stands today, that watched me 30 years ago. So it's just an educated, dedicated fan, that, jump on a bus to go to Buffalo or New England to watch us win the championship in 1990. And, it's just a special bond between the Wings and the Wings players and fans, because we're relatable.
So evidently your leadership capabilities came out pretty early, because you were an assistant captain in just your second year. And after 4 years of that, you become team captain for 5 years. Tell us a little bit about how that came about and what that meant to you to be able to lead this team in that capacity.
Such a great honor. I'm extremely proud to have been the captain of the Wings. I mean, look at our championship teams of the 90s and the players we had on it. I mean, we had a nucleus of guys of 8 to 10 guys that were there, all throughout those championship years, that were all leaders. And, case in point and proof of that is what they're doing today, and the impact that they've had on the game of lacrosse. I was captain of the Gate brothers and Tom Marichek, Dallas Elliott, Brian Volker's the head coach at Drexel. There's a leader, John Nostrand, Paul Grady. They won championships at Haverford School locally, John McAvoy at Malvern Prep, Tony Resch, Bill Leahy at LaSalle College High School. Chris Bates just won a PLL championship. I mean, these guys were all leaders, and I was the captain of those men. And, they changed the landscape of Philadelphia lacrosse. And, I'm proud to have worn the C.
And I would imagine that, part of the reason that they have such an impact, has to do with the success that they had here in Philadelphia when they were playing, and what winning does to you, not just as a team, but especially in this sport where it's not a full-time job. You've got other things you're doing on the side, or even this might be on the side. You've got other things you're doing primarily, but winning in this forum carries over to everything else that they do, it seems.
Absolutely. So that's just a perfect example of why these guys have had so much success. And say the Wings coaching tree or the Wings championship teams is that, we won, and that had a lasting effect on us forever. Winning's a state of mind, and it stays with you once you earn it, because you have to earn it. And winning was our goal, and we won a lot in the 90s. As I said, we had a nucleus of guys, but we were in the championship game 9 times. We lost 4 times to Buffalo, but we won 5 times, and 2 of those times were against Buffalo. You got to feel the pain of losing before you know the euphoria of winning. And we did that. I think that's a mentality that was ingrained in the Philadelphia Wings of those days, that, you gotta have the hurt and pain of losing before you know what it's like to win. And then you have the fire to continue to win. So I think what the Wings coaching tree, our alumni, have done is we've just had the attitude and can share the message of winning. And it spreads, it's infectious. If you have that winning attitude, and you believe, it just stays with you. So it's something that's been really special.
I guess let's just close with a look ahead here. What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to about this new season for the Philadelphia Wings?
Really excited to do this broadcast season with you, Brian. I mean, I think we've got a great chemistry, so I'm looking forward to it. I love the new look Wings. I like the team. I like the changes that Paul Day has made. We've got youth and speed brought to the lineup, but we've also bringing back our top 4 scorers. We bring in Holden Katoni, who's an 84 goal scorer. I think that's huge for us. I love Blaze Reardon wearing the C on his chest. He's welcome to the captain club, Blaze. He's a great leader. I mean, here's a guy who is the best goaltender in the world in the field game, and now he's one of the top forwards in the game out, indoor, scoring goals, just our leading scorer. So really excited. Higgins in the net. I just think it's a really well-rounded team, and I expect them to go far this season.
Well, it should be a very great run, and we're all looking forward to getting the home part of it started. The road part, of course, has already begun, but looking forward to the home opener on the 16th against Albany, and you'll be involved in that as well. You're going to be signing some autographs, and then you've got this series going on here for the course of the season, where I guess you're going to get catch up with some of your buddies here.
Absolutely, look forward to that. I mean, expect to have some interviews with guys like Jake Berge and Dallas Elliott and Brian Volker and Tom Marechek, you name it, a lot of local guys. So we're really looking forward to this, the Wings alumni spotlight and a great season ahead.
Fantastic. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for this first episode. And again, we'll be rolling this out once a week with Scott Gabrielson catching up with some former Wings players. And we can't wait to see you out at Wells Fargo Center this season, starting with the Wings and the Albany Firewolves on December 16th. So we hope you've all had a great off season, and we look forward to a great holiday season with you and a great lacrosse season with the Philadelphia Wings. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Brian. Go Wings.